All right, before we start, I need to make something clear. What you're about to hear was not meant to be recorded. We had to verify this story 3 separate times, and even now, I'm not sure we should be airing it. You're saying you were sent on a classified mission, no records, no contact, completely off the books.
Yes.
When you came back, your wife didn't recognize you.
No.
Your kids?
They asked who I was.
Okay, let's slow this down. You're married, 2 kids, stable life. Then one day, you get pulled into a mission that doesn't exist.
Yes.
And now, according to everyone else, that mission never happened.
That's what they're saying.
And the man living in your house, he believes he's been there for 20 years.
He has documents, records.
A full life that replaces mine. And your wife believes him.
She doesn't even hesitate.
So either you're telling the truth, or this is the most precise psychological operation I've ever heard of. Start from the beginning.
It's 0600 hours when you realize something is wrong. The street is exactly how you remember it. Same cracked pavement outside your house, same faded paint on the neighbor's gate. Even the broken street light still leans slightly to the left, like it gave up years ago and no one bothered fixing it. 2 years. 2 years of silence, of coded transmissions, of operations that never officially happened. And somehow, this street hasn't changed at all. That's what unsettles you first. Not the silence, not the absence of a welcome. The normalcy. You stand across the road, a duffel bag hanging from your shoulder, boots still carrying dust from a place that doesn't exist on any map. Your file says you were deployed under a black clearance directive, top secret SCI, compartmentalized, off record. Your last briefing was simple. You go dark, no contact, no identity. You complete the mission and you come back to your life. You completed the mission. You came back. At least, that's what you think. The house is right there. Your house. You start walking toward it, each step slower than it should be. Something is off, but you can't name it yet. The front door looks cleaner, repainted. The porch light is new. You don't remember approving any of that. You reach the door. Your hand hovers for a moment before knocking. Then you hear it. Laughter. Inside. Your wife's voice. And children. You freeze. They sound older. You haven't heard their voices in 2 years, but something about the pitch, the rhythm, it doesn't match your memory. It's subtle, but your instincts are trained to notice subtle. You knock anyway. 3 sharp taps. Silence follows. Footsteps approach. The door opens, and for a moment, your brain refuses to process what you're seeing. It's her. Your wife. Same face, same eyes, same scar just above her eyebrow from when she slipped in the kitchen years ago. But the way she looks at you, it's like you're a stranger. Yes, she says. No recognition, no hesitation, no flicker of memory. Just polite confusion. Your throat tightens. It's me. She blinks. I'm sorry? It's me. You repeat, slower this time, like maybe she just needs a second. I'm back. There's a pause. A longer one. Then she glances over her shoulder. Can you come here? She calls out. Footsteps again. He appears behind her, and everything inside you shifts. The man stands comfortably in your doorway, relaxed posture, no tension, no alertness. He belongs here. He looks at you like you're a problem he hasn't decided how to solve yet. Is everything okay? He asks. She nods, but doesn't take her eyes off you. He says he knows me. The man steps forward slightly, not aggressive, not defensive, just present. Can I help you? He asks. You stare at him, then at her,
then back at him. "This is my house," you say. There's a beat of silence. Then something changes in his expression. Not fear, not anger. Concern. The kind you reserve for unstable people. "I think you might be confused," he says carefully. "No," you reply, sharper now. "I live here. That's my wife." The words hang in the air. Your wife. You watch her reaction. There's nothing. No flicker, no hesitation, no buried memory trying to surface. Just discomfort. "I don't know who you are," she says, and that's when you feel it. Not panic. Not yet. Something colder. Something more precise. A fracture. "Where are my kids?" you ask. She hesitates. Then 2 children appear behind her. They're older. That much is clear immediately. 2 years older. But they don't run to you. They don't react at all. They look at you the same way she does, like you're no one. The boy tilts his head slightly. "Mom, who is that?" Your chest tightens. "That's your father." Silence. Then the man beside her exhales slowly. "I think you need to leave," he says. You don't move. "I said," he continues, firmer now, "you need to leave." You look at the kids again. Nothing. No recognition. No memory. 2 years. You were gone for 2 years. That's not enough time for children to forget their father. Not like this. Something is wrong. Deeply wrong. You take a step back. Not because you're afraid, because you need to think. You've been in worse situations. You've walked into hostile compounds with less information than this. This is no different. You just need to assess, recalibrate, adapt. You turn and walk away from the house. You don't look back, but you can feel it. The door closing behind you, like it was never yours to begin with. You sit in your car an hour later. It's not your car. You had to take a cab from the drop point. No one met you, no debrief, no extraction team, just coordinates and silence. That was the first anomaly. Now this. You pull out your phone, the one they gave you before the mission. Encrypted, secure, untraceable. It still has one contact saved. Command. You press it. The line rings once, then disconnects. No error, no response. Just gone. You try again. This time, the number doesn't exist. You stare at the screen. That's not how secure lines fail. They don't just disappear. Unless they were never meant to exist after the mission. You open your bag. Inside are your credentials, military ID, clearance badges, authorization codes. You check the ID. Your name is there, your face, your rank. Everything looks normal. You flip it over. The embedded chip should still be active.
You scan it with your phone. Invalid. You try again. Invalid. You sit back, slowly. Every system you were part of is rejecting you, like you were never there. By 0900 hours, you're at the base. The same base you deployed from. Same gates, same guards, same protocol. You approach with confidence. You've done this 100 times. You present your ID. The guard scans it, waits, scans again, then looks up at you. "This isn't valid," he says. "It is," you reply. "It's not in the system." You step closer, check again. He does. Same result. "I'm going to need you to step back, sir." Sir. Not by rank, not by name, just sir. You feel something tighten inside your chest. "I was deployed from here," you say, 2 years ago. Black clearance, sectioned operation. The guard frowns. "There's no record of that." "There has to be." There isn't. You lean in slightly. Call your commanding officer. He hesitates, then does it. A few minutes later, a higher-ranking officer arrives. You recognize him immediately. Major Rahman. He trained you, ran your initial evaluations, signed off on your clearance. He looks at you, and there's nothing. No recognition, no familiarity. Problem? He asks the guard. This man claims he was deployed from this base on a classified operation, the guard says. Rahman turns to you. Name? You give it. He checks his tablet, scrolls, stops, looks back at you. There's no record of you, he says. That's not possible. It is, he replies calmly. You're not in our system. I served under you. He studies your face, longer this time, then shakes his head. I think you're mistaken. Mistaken? You feel the words settle into your bones like a diagnosis. I wasn't mistaken when you signed my clearance. His expression hardens slightly. Sir, he says, voice controlled now, I don't know who you are, but you need to leave this facility immediately. You don't move. For a second, you consider pushing further, forcing the issue, but something stops you. Instinct. The same instinct that kept you alive for 2 years in places that don't exist. You're not being ignored, you're being erased, and pushing now would confirm that. You step back, turn, walk away. Again. By noon, the pattern is undeniable. Every record, every system, every person, gone. You try civilian databases. Nothing. No birth record, no tax history, no property ownership. Your house? Registered to the man who opened the door. Ownership date? 20 years ago. Marriage certificate? His name. Your wife's name. Date? 20 years ago. Children? Listed under him. Everything aligns. Perfectly. Seamlessly. Like you were never part of it. You sit in a small cafe staring at a file you managed to access through an old contact. A contact who didn't recognize you either, but still ran the search. Out of curiosity. Or pity. The file is thin. Too thin. It contains only one line. Status. Non-existent. You close it. Your hands are steady. Too steady. That's how you know you're close to breaking. Because nothing about this is normal. Not the mission, not the return, not the erasure. You think back to the mission briefing, to the words you didn't question at the time. You go dark. You have no identity. You operate off record. You come back to your life. You focus on that last part. You come back. What if that was never part of the plan? What if the mission didn't end when they said it would? What if you were never supposed to come back at all? The realization doesn't hit all at once. It builds, slowly, piece by piece, every anomaly aligning into a single coherent truth. You weren't erased after the mission. You were erased before it. Everything you remember, your wife, your kids, your house, your career, it was constructed, designed, given to you. So you would have something to lose, so you would comply, so you would complete the mission. You feel your breath slow, controlled, measured. This isn't confusion anymore. This is clarity. You weren't sent on a mission. You were the mission. Your phone vibrates. Once. A number appears. Unknown. You answer. Silence. Then a voice. Calm. Controlled. Familiar in a way you can't place. You weren't supposed to survive, it says. You don't respond. You were given a life, the voice continues. A wife, children, a purpose. All of it temporary. Your grip tightens on the phone. Why? You ask. Motivation, the voice replies. People fight harder when they believe they have something waiting for them. Your mind races. All of it was fake, you ask. Yes. You look out the window, at people living normal lives, unaware. You erased me, you say. No, the voice corrects. You never existed. The words land heavier than anything you've heard so far. Then what am I? You ask. There's a pause. Then, you're still classified. The line goes dead.
You sit there for a long time, long enough for the world to move on without you, long enough for the noise to fade into something distant and irrelevant. You think about the house, the woman who looked at you like a stranger, the children who didn't recognize you, the man who lives your life. And you realize something that's worse than any explanation. They're real. They've always been real. You're the variable, the inserted piece, the temporary identity. You stand up, leave money on the table, walk out into the street. No destination, no plan. Because for the first time in years, you don't have orders. Until your phone vibrates again. A message this time. No sender, no number, just coordinates, and a single line. Report for reassignment. You stare at it, then look up, at the world that no longer has a place for you, at the life that was never yours, at the truth you can't undo. You realize something then, something final, something irreversible. There is no going back. There never was. You were built for this, designed for this, and no matter how far you run, the system isn't done with you. Not yet. You exhale slowly, then start walking towards the coordinates. Because even now, even after everything, you still follow the order. And somewhere, deep inside you, you know why. Because it's the only thing that's ever been real.
So, let me understand this. You're telling me your entire life, your wife, your children, your past, was manufactured?
Yes.
And the people who did this to you, do you know who they are?
No.
Do you think they're listening to this right now?
I think they already know what I'm going to say.
One last question. If they called you again, would you go back?
My phone already rang.
And?
They gave me new coordinates.
Are you going?
I was told to report.
You don't have to.
I was never given that option.
Yeah, I'm done here. Wait, what? You can't just leave. Whatever. What the hell? Today we're recording. Unbelievable person.